Come on and take a walk with us as we go on this culinary venture where you will experience the soul, love, and knowledge of Chef Ty and some of her special guests. And together we'll find out what's at the bottom of the pot.
Welcome back to another episode of From the Bottom of the Pot. This time, my guest is my sous chef, my life partner, my husband.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. How you guys doing? We're here to show you that husband and wife can work together and love each other and all that other great stuff.
I don't know about all that, y'all.
Well, look,
I promise you. There's moments.
But look, she cutting up already.
There's moments.
So, what we're doing today, we're cooking a little comfort food. Chicken masala, and what else?
Mashed potatoes?
And
with a little bit of asparagus so that we have a vegetable.
Yeah.
But what I want you to kind of pay slight attention to is this hat, right? And then his name on his jacket. Mine just says
she's
Chef
a
Ty.
chef. She's a chef all day. She has a student loans. Prove it. I am the common sense cook. I make things that seem a little crazy, simple for the common folk, which is me. Keep on, but that's me. But anyway.
He is like really cheesing for real. Like, I don't even know where all these smiles come from. But what we're about to do is get into what we're cooking.
So what we cooking again?
We're doing chicken marsala with mashed potatoes and asparagus. So come with us while we go ahead and get into this cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is we're using boneless chicken breast today. So we're going to take our boneless chicken breast and we are going to season them with a little bit of our house blend, which consists of garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper, and
oregano.
Thank you.
Ain't no oregano. I was just playing.
It is oregano.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, oregano.
This one. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This is, and I'll show you, is thin cut chicken breast that we sliced, and now we're going to go ahead and season them. And then after we season them, the next thing we're going to do is lightly bread them in a little bit of flour and then get them ready for our pan. While we're doing this, the potatoes are actually on to boil so that we can mash them, because we are not using nobody's instant mashed potatoes around here. Everything is fresh. Thank you for going ahead and grabbing that seasoning from me, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like the sprinkle here?
Yeah, sprinkle. That's all that good stuff.
All right, next.
Yeah, right. So next, after we done season the chicken, the next thing we want to do is lightly coat the chicken with all-purpose all-purpose flour. See, I ain't even talking right. All-purpose flour. We're going to sprinkle that lightly and on both sides, so the coating will be great for when you put it in the grease, and you'll be able to turn it over so you get a nice crust on it, and for it to continue to simmer. Is that right, love?
Did you say simmer?
Yeah, simmer.
Why are we simmering in grease?
I don't know. Is the grease hot enough? That's the question.
The grease is going to be hot enough,
You
and
sure?
we're not going to overcrowd the pan.
No.
Because if we overcrowd the pan,
Then
it won't
we will-
sear.
it
It
will
will
be
simmer. So go ahead, sir.
All right.
I told y'all he my sous chef, so I'm gonna look good while he do all the work today. Sound good to you? Definitely sounds good to me.
Alright, so since I'm the sous chef, I guess I'm in charge of the onions and what else I gotta cut up?
You have to cut up mushrooms. So a part of this recipe actually is, or the main focus of this recipe is going to be the Marsala or Madeira wine that you're going to use. And then, of course, onions make everything taste better. And there's also It's over. Anyway, this is what I have to deal with, guys. I was saying that the Madeira wine or Marsala wine is actually the flavor profile for this dish, and it's accompanied with onions, and you can use Vidalia onions or a sweet onion just because you want that to play into your sauce, as well as mushrooms.
I have a question. Teacher.
Yeah.
So when you put the wine in the cooking wine, do you worry about whether it still has a wine taste, or it's reduced or something like that? But,
You're going to reduce it. Most times when you do this dish, it's going to burn off.
Okay.
So you can do it one of two ways. You can even cook it down for it to develop in the sauce, and then from developing in the sauce, the wine actually burns off, or you can actually do it where it catches on fire, and most of the alcohol in it will burn off.
Okay.
So that's where that flame on or flambeing comes from.
So it won't have that alcohol taste.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Can you get back to cutting onions? And after that, you can.
I cut onions, mama.
He only doing that because
And she won't let me stop.
you done. Now wash your hands.
Yes, ma'am. Mashed up potatoes, and now I want to put some chives in it. Okay, but where's my knife? Oh, there's my knife. Okay, so and you want to take, you know what I'm saying, your chives, you know, and just continue, just cut them real small, just like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't cut your finger, please don't. I say probably about 2 tablespoons of that, what it amount to, because like I said, it's this big. So you want to add that, and once you add that, you want to add some butter. Once you add your butter, and then you want to add cream. Let's see. I got the butter, y'all. So put the butter in. Then you want to add some heavy whipping cream. Some people do milk. I like heavy whipping cream because it gives it a nice creamier texture. So, and then to taste, you want to make sure you have salt and pepper. You got salt and pepper?
We do.
Chef, where's the salt and pepper?
Right here.
I need the salt and pepper. I know I'm a sous chef, but at times I need things and then she don't be around.
I'm the sprinkle fairy. I came in to sprinkle. But I also had to wash my hands after handling raw chicken.
Okay, she handling raw chicken, but say I need her to sprinkle because I'm done mashing.
Sprinkle.
Okay, I guess I'm still mashing. And basically, that's mashed potatoes.
So now that we've had our chicken breaded and we've seasoned it, we are now at the putting it in the pot stage. The pot is nice and hot and the grease is nice and hot. So what we're going to do is take the chicken, add to it. And you don't want to overcrowd your pan, again, because it'll go from searing it to simmering it. We have just enough pieces in there. And we're going to brown these about 4 minutes on each side, then take them out.
Then what?
And then we're going to add our onions and our mushrooms and sweat them down, add the chicken back to the pan, and then that's when the magic happens. Because all of the, what?
The fond. If y'all tuned in last time, fond means what, y'all? Juicy bits.
All of the fond will be at the bottom. And we're going to deglaze our pan with the wine and a little bit of butter, okay?
So I thought we already put the wine in. What happened? Oh, my bad. What?
The wine is right here and it hasn't gone in yet.
She done drunk the wine, y'all.
Anybody want him? I mean, I'm gonna put a price up at the end of the show.
I have no price tag.
But you do.
Pour.
Now that the wine's been added, we're going to add just a little bit of butter. We're going to let that deglaze down in there, and I am going to actually get my trusty
Golden snitch.
spatula, and we are going to start to deglaze, get up those little bits at the bottom.
The fond, y'all. Man, that looks good.
And now
Already.
now that we've done that, we're going to add the chicken back to it. We're going to cover it, bring it up to a boil, and then reduce it down to a simmer. This will be done in about 15 minutes, and we'll be able to plate up and eat our food.
And I don't even need the chicken the way it look. Just give me the onions and the mushrooms. But she said I can't have mushrooms. That's a whole nother story. We ain't even gonna get into that right now. So, I had something to say, but I don't. I just wanted to say I love my wife, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that she allowed me in the kitchen with her.
Good night.
Because in a few minutes she gonna dismiss me to the point where all I'm doing is handling measuring cups and stuff.
So you're probably wondering, like, how do we get along in this kitchen? This has become our love language. This is something that we have perfected over the last 3 years, and then with the way the world is right now, especially with COVID, we really had to get used to being in each other's way and learned how to do what's called a dance in the kitchen so that we're able to move around each other without actually being in each other's way. What do you think, Reggie?
What she said sounds wonderful, but you have to understand your role. See, my role is her sous chef. So, no ego, none of that. She bust her butt to make sure that, you know, she wanted to go after her dream, and she did that. and my job was to make sure that I supported her 100%. When we decided to go off on this venture together, there was nothing that I wouldn't do to help her. And so if she had to talk to me a little crazy at times, I'll take it. It is what it is, because that's the business. So, I love this woman with everything in me. So I know that the things that she needs, I have to be there for. Because if not, we're not successful. If we're not successful, then she's not successful. So that's how I look at it.
I guess in this case, it's not just happy wife, happy life. It's truly been a happy, somewhat of a journey, because we weren't always here.
No.
This isn't something that we happen to wake up and every day we're all smiles, because that's not true. This is something that we diligently work at. We love on purpose when it comes to each other, and he has loved me through some times. I mean, cooking saved us. Cooking rekindled our love for each other, and I'm not going to say our marriage was on the verge of ending, but it definitely kicked it up a notch. So thank you for being willing to take this road with me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Hey, this is how many years have been?
Yeah, we've been what? Together?
Yeah.
100,000.
100,000? Well,
No, we've been together for over 20 years.
Well,
and
this
we've been
is
married for 18 of 22 years.
22, yeah. So this has been a 22-year one-night stand.
See, and then I'm done.
It's real.
So this part right here, it doesn't have to be like meat, because this is home.
Yeah.
This for us. Woo!
Yep.
You saw that, right?
Au natural.
Yes. And now you're gonna come over.
We're gonna get this chicken. We gonna get this chicken, dog.
You hear? What?
Put it right there. Put it right here. See, she still on this.
No.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy.
I honestly wish you could smell
This
it.
is crazy.
I wish you could smell
I mean, they didn't talk about smell-o-vision and all that. I mean, seriously,
I
somebody
ain't
truly
watched
need
this.
to invent smell-o-vision, because, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. Even though my mouth's still moving, I ain't really said nothing other than you.
Gravy.
Oh, come on, get this gravy. Bam. Ooh.
So, I feel like it's missing something green.
Yeah, it could use some
Want
green.
some green? How about this? When you already know that you need something, so you go ahead and you make just enough asparagus, right? And we just gonna plate that right there, just like that. All going in the same.
And you know, a friend of ours, he always said, yo, keep it sexy. But like right now, he don't need to be sexy, because we about to get messy.
All right, let's head to the table where we can eat.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode where you got a chance to see us in our home cooking something that's comfort for us. So again, I want you to tune in to our next episode and see where we'll be next.
Yeah, on the other side of the pot.
And action.
Guys, we thank you for coming into our home.
I don't try. I make things that seem a little crazy, simple for the common folk, which is me. I keep on, but that's me. But anyway,
He is like really cheesing.
oregano.
Thank you.
Ain't no oregano. I was just playing.
It is oregano in
Is
there.
it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, oregano.
This one.
That sprinkle, dust, all that good stuff.
Just like,
The chicken with all-purpose, what was it? All-purpose flour. See, I ain't even talking right. And for it to continue to simmer. Ain't that right, love?
did you say simmer?
Yeah, simmer.
Why are we simmering in grease?
I don't know. Is the grease hot enough? That's the
The
question.
grease is going to be hot enough,
You
and
sure?
we're not going to overcrowd the pan.
No.
Everything tastes better, and there's also it's over. And after that, you can.
I couldn't hear his mama,
He only doing that because
and she won't let me stop.
you done.
We already passed that point because I'm over here mashing. And so after I mash them up pretty good, I have some chives. If I can find my knife. With my knife, okay. All right.
100,000.
100,000? Well,
No, we've been together for over 20 years.
Well,
And
this
we've been
is
married for 18 of
yeah,
22 years.
22, yeah. So this has been a 22-year one-night stand.
See, and then I'm done.